All right, people, welcome back to the Kaiba Show. And this week, we got Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, and that's right, Cobra Kai Dojo kicking into high gear. Because guess what? Season 4 is finally out. So let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba Show.
All right, people. So Cobra Kai Season 4 is starring Mary Mauser. We got Tannen Buchanan. We have Ralph Macchio and William Zabka back in their respective roles. And basically, the premise of Season 4, without me giving away too much information, it leaves off right after Season 3. So if you know, we got the two dojos teaming up. We got Johnny Lawrence's Eagle Fang and Daniel LaRusso's Miyagi-Do. They team up to join forces to combat Cobra Kai. And if you've been living on a rock and you haven't seen any of the trailers for Season 4, we have Terry Silver back. He was the villain in Karate Kid Part 3, excuse me. And he's joining forces with the original villain from the first Karate Kid, Kreese. And that's basically the premise of Season 4 without me giving too much away. And let me start off right by just saying, Season 4, I dug it. It was pretty good. It was plot driven, story driven. I think Season 2 has the most action out of all four. So this one was kind of like right along the lines of Season 3 with the fighting and stuff like that. So, and once again with the fighting, I still kind of feel like the reaction times with some of the characters is a little off. The choreography and stuff like that. Some scenes are A1, some aren't. Like I said, the reaction times, it just seems a little off with certain characters. Acting-wise, acting is still straight. We still get the cheesy teenage one-liners, which is understandable because the show is based around teenagers in high school, so I get it. So I'm not going to, go so hard in the paint when it comes to the acting. Overall, the acting is straight. It's okay. But like I said, as an adult looking at this, we sometimes forget when you're watching a teenage drama that, you're going to get the cheesy dialogue because that's how teenagers talk. And storyline and stuff like that is pretty decent. So let me start off by saying, like I mentioned in the earlier, Terry Silver is back. And in the beginning, I wasn't feeling his look because he had his hair down. He turned over a new leaf. But once he does the Terry Silver slick back with the ponytail, I was like, oh, that's the a-hole I remember from Karate Kid Part 3. And I just, from there on out with the rest of the show, I was like, I like this. So all the nostalgia feel was there once again with Season 4. Hollywood's been riding the nostalgia train. We had Matrix and Spider-Man No Way Home come out a few weeks back. So just seeing, another iconic character on the show from the previous trilogy, it made me happy. Grew up on the franchise. I'm an 80s kid. So I just loved it. And I feel like with Season 5, I can't remember the villain kid who was like the new Johnny Lawrence in Karate Kid Part 3. I forget what his name was in the movie. But I feel like at this point, with all these iconic characters that we've seen pop up in, Season 3 and 2 and stuff like this, I feel like he might pop up in Season 5. Because they already greenlit Season 5 a couple of days ago. So overall, I dug the show. Could it be better? Yes. But the storyline was pretty decent. Acting's decent. And the fighting's decent. Ralph Macchio and everybody else, William, who plays Johnny Lawrence, and even Kreese and Silver, and they're getting old. So, Ralph is still stiff with his fighting. I always felt like he was a stiff fighter on screen with his movies. So he's still kind of stiff with it when he fights on the show. Johnny Lawrence, I'm still digging his fighting, but like Terry Silver and Kreese, you can tell they're getting old too. So overall, the fighting is pretty decent. I'm not going to complain too much. For me, just watching this show and having all the nostalgic vibes getting thrown at me, I dig it. So on the Kaiba scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Season 4 a solid 8. I think I I think I gave season 3 a 8 in my previous review. You know, I'm just here for the nostalgia, you know, the 80s music and stuff like that. I love how they shouted out Chicago, the group Chicago in season 4. And, you know, Johnny Lawrence is still lost in the sauce, still doesn't know how to keep up with modern times. So he still doesn't know how to talk to people, still doesn't know how to work technology the right way. So I find that hilarious watching the show that he's still stuck in the past in the 80s and the 90s and he still doesn't know how to talk to people. So he's great in the show. Ralph, everybody does their thing. So I'm gonna give the show a solid 8. And if you have time this weekend, during the New Year's weekend, you know, try to watch season 4 of Cobra Kai. So with that being said, you guys know the drill. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. After doing that, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. And please leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know what you thought of season 4 of Cobra Kai and hit that like button. And I see you guys next time. Peace.